Here we are, Brooklyn.
WhO.
Brooklyn. And Johnny Young is my lovely who.
Oh, thank
Today
you.
is Peking-duck day. So we have some duck sauce, and in honor of it, we got some fortune cookies. Johnny, what did your fortune say?
There's something about smiling. Smiling is the best cure.
Smiling is the best medicine.
The best medicine.
And here is my fortune for National Peking-duck Day at the Brandon Saloon.
Mm-hmm.
My fortune says, if I can only read it, service is the rent you pay for having room on the earth. Our service to you is have a fun day.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you all about this day.
Let us
January
entertain you.
18th service. What kind of service? I mean, we're at the Brandon Saloon. They have very good service.
Oh,
so
real good food.
maybe that was a fortune for the restaurant here.
Yes.
So it's January 18th. I can't say it enough. Peking-duck Day. It's also Cathedral Bells Flowers Day. They're very
Ding
pretty.
dong.
Ding dong, yes. And it's this National Thesaurus Day. It's the day that we celebrate the birthday of Roget's thesaurus. Peter Roget was born on this day in 1779. Mm-hmm. And do you ever use a thesaurus?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fun. It lists synonyms, words with the same or similar meaning for words. It allows you to avoid repetition in writing.
Songwriting, right?
Yes, and in writing and speeches. It also lists antonyms, words with opposite meanings. Enjoy today appreciating the value of the thesaurus. If you haven't seen one in a while, take a moment to browse through it on this day. It's time to check out your thesaurus.
Yeah.
Now that everybody has a computer, it's on there too.
Or just Google.
But for more interesting information, today is the day that my heroine, Lisa Marie Presley, filed for divorce from my hero, Michael Jackson, in New York. This is the day they ended that.
I think he was playing too long in Playland.
Well, I probably shouldn't even talk about this, but I met someone who was in rehab once with Lisa Marie Presley, and she kind of told the story of what happened.
Oh,
They
really?
were just having a fun weekend in Vegas, and they thought that it would be just fun to fuck with the world and get married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did it on a whim.
So it wasn't, kind of bliss.
And I'm sure they loved each other as people, and they were having a really fun weekend in Vegas. And what happens in Vegas that weekend just didn't didn't stay in Vegas. I think that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
I think they were just they probably got married by an Elvis impersonator. I mean, why not, right?
Right.
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Speaking of fun things that happened today, did you know Mayor Barry
of DC?
Of DC, he got busted.
Again?
Well, no, in 1990.
Oh, this is the day he got busted for crack?
And it's just like, can't the guy just enjoy his crack and his hose?
I have that
He
here.
can't screw hose and smoke crack anymore.
I know, he was arrested in a drug enforcement sting.
Yeah.
Trust me, I lived in D.C.
Yeah?
It's a naughty town. Oh, boy.
When you see the video, when they
there.
busted in the room, he's just like, motherfucker.
How'd you find me?
What the hell?
Oh, no.
Hey, voted him back in again, though. They're very forgiving.
Exactly. Well, he didn't do anything that anyone in that town is doing.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Hose and crack.
Exactly. Is that when Clinton was in office?
No. Before him, but also, let's not forget, on the good side, Martin Luther King Day was celebrated with all 50 states.
Yes. Can you believe that was 1993? I can't believe that because it feels like it's been around longer than that.
Well, yeah, it has, but it's just Arizona was a little late coming to the game,
Why is it no surprise that it's Arizona? I mean, gosh, come on, Arizona. You're the first state. Well,
they still got a lot of burglars out
Alabama.
there. They don't even think Obama's like a legitimate citizen.
Arizona. You do have nice weather, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that's pretty crazy. My grandmother has the same birthday as Martin Luther King.
Oh, okay.
So I know his birthday. So it was just the other day, January 15th. It's the day that the AIDS charity record, That's What Friends Are For, hit #1.
Oh, nice.
Did you ever like that song?
I don't even remember it. I remember that World Day.
Friends are for.
Oh, is that what that was about?
Keep smiling.
I think I might have had to learn that song.
Shining. That song, it's not on my number
This was
one.
Stevie Wonder and or Elton
Aretha.
John.
Wasn't Aretha in that one?
No,
Elton John.
Elton John and the other woman. Gosh, I can't think of her
Dionne
name.
Warwick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way to go. Way to go. Good luck.
Sounds like Aretha Franklin.
What was his name? Did you know it was Cary Grant's birthday, 1904? That long ago he was
Archibald.
born.
Yes.
What was the last name?
Archibald Duck.
That's it.
Wasn't it?
His real name was
Archibald.
some kind of really terrible last name.
Wow.
It's just
Cary Grant.
So Cary Grant had a lot more ring to it. But
He was Cary Granite on the Flintstones.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But that's a guy who really didn't really come into his own until he was in his 50s. You know?
Yay, Cary Grant! I like that. Yeah, he was in Arsenic and Old Lace, North by Northwest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had some killer movies, man.
He was in some good war pictures. He always played like a captain. You know,
Of
son.
course, he's so dignified.
He was in a Alfred Hitchcock movie,
A
North by
lot.
Northwest.
Yes.
And,
Yeah, a lot of other things. You know, what else do you have on my list? Do you have that Pink Floyd The Wall hit number 1 today?
No.
I lived in London when it hit number 1, and I remember little kids used to walk by my window from my flat, and they would be wearing their little school uniforms and stuff, and we would blast that song out the window. We don't need no, and they would look up at my window and start going, yeah! I know, we used to be such trouble.
The sad thing is they couldn't even get an ounce of airplay in this country until they forked over the bucks to the radio station.
Oh, really?
So
The
that's-
payola thing?
Yeah, that actually happened.
Payola works.
Yeah,
You
payola
know,
works.
It's ridiculous, but it is the shit, baby.
Mhm.
Studio 54 owners Steve Rubel and Ian Schrager were sentenced to 3 years in prison on this
Oh.
day for tax evasion and fined
When you're
$20,000.
making that much money and then you brag about it
Yeah.
on TV, something's
Is that
gonna
what
happen.
they did?
Yeah,
Is that what
the
they
guy
did?
like I can't even
I
count all
remember
the money
Steve
on
Rubel.
that.
I used to run into him a lot, and he was a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, that was a cool movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah, but this was a real story. This
Yeah.
is like true life is stranger than fiction, you know.
And hockey was recognized today.
Nice.
1886 in England as an official sport.
Wow. More exciting things. Jefferson's spin-off from All in the Family premiered on this day. This is when they
Oh.
moved on up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they moved on up.
And the story is Carol, that played Archie, was
Yes, Carol O'Connor.
Yeah, Carol O'Connor was very giving, and Jefferson, the guy who plays Jefferson, was very nervous.
Sherman Helmsley.
Yeah, and he would say, "Oh, don't worry, you'll go over great, and you'll have your own spin-off." And he was a very, very nice guy.
That's cool. I totally know it's
Just welcomed him right in.
It just seems like that would be how it was. They seem like good buddies.
Yeah.
It's the day that the Boston Strangler, Albert DeSalvo,
Albert, that's
was
right.
sentenced to life in prison.
Mhm.
The Boston Strangler.
Good riddance.
Did you ever see that movie?
No, I didn't. Was it good?
It was really good. It makes you kind of have a heart for the Boston
Kind of like the
Strangler.
Son of Sam, sort of.
Yeah, like he couldn't help it.
Oh, he couldn't, like Dexter, you mean? He had his dark passenger. And,
Yeah.
it's been a month or two.
I
just
think
gotta
it was
go
Robert
strangle
Blake,
somebody.
and how ironic is
Oh
that?
no!
He couldn't help
I
it.
think how you shot his wife. I don't know where that gun is.
Exactly, he thought he was the Boston Strangler.
Oh.
I couldn't help it. Oh no. Today was the day that the plans for the World Trade Center was announced in New York City in 1964. God, that's like, see, you get speechless after that, right? This is the original day that building was supposed to be planned.
Oh, also today, the first transatlantic radio broadcast.
Nice.
Guess who it was from?
Who?
The Theodore Roosevelt to Edward VII in England.
Wow.
He made the first, actual official.
Figures of royalty
Sends a
on
message.
that.
Yeah, it's figured
They
to be
did everything
Theodore. He drank so much coffee, he just had to make the call.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I have no problem with royalty. I mean, it would be lovely to be a princess or a queen, I'm sure. But I just think that they should just like party with everyone, you know? I don't know.
They should put on disguises and go out amongst the commoners.
Exactly. I know. It's like, I don't know. What do you think? Would you live in a palace?
No, I think it'd be a pain in the ass to be a royal.
You do?
Yeah. It's just,
Why?
like, all that attention and stuff.
I
It's
know.
just silly. It's silly.
It is.
We got over it 250 years ago. And,
Well, we make royalty out of celebrities.
yeah, that's true. Rock stars.
Exactly. I mean,
So
we
we
do
have
the
the same
same
problem.
thing. It's
Yeah.
just different.
I
The New
think
York
so.
Daily Mirror columnist Walter Winchell debuted on radio on this day. That's a famous name, Walter Winchell. What else happened? John Cleese's final episode on Monty Python's Flying Circus was this day. Now,
I
he's
like
a
that
cool
show.
guy.
Yeah.
I haven't met anyone that doesn't like Monty Python.
I know. It's
Even
so
if you don't
hilarious.
understand it, you still like him. Because I don't always understand it, but I still like him.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of a sophisticated humor, don't you think?
Kind of, yeah.
It goes over my head sometimes.
I love that one where he's trying to get cheese and he must rattle off 100 different names of different brands of cheese. Of course, the guy in the shop doesn't have any of them. And he goes on and on. You got this one, you got that one, nope. You got that one, nope.
It's funny.
How he did that. He must have
And
spent
no
days
profanity.
memorizing
Look at
it.
that. No profanity, right?
Nope.
I know.
And great movies, great movies. The Life of Brian I especially love.
Good for you, Monty Python. And back to birthdays. It is Bobby Goldsborough's birthday. Do you remember Honey, I Love You? Do you remember that
I
song?
think I do.
You don't remember Honey?
I'm
See
sure.
the big tree,
I'm not
how
sure,
big
Honey.
and strong, good friends, it hasn't been too long. You don't know Honey?
No.
Wow, I know Honey. It's David Ruffin's birthday. You know who he is, right?
No.
Temptation.
Oh, yeah. Rolling
So, yeah, I sing that song to a lot of people. Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. Those Papa Rolling Stones. Oh, yeah.
I love the scene in the movie where one of the guys in the band goes, "Man, you talking about my dad? He was born on September 3rd. He's like, "Get over it, dude. It just sounded good."
And then Danny Kaye, who was born in
That's
Brooklyn.
right.
Yeah,
Danny
his birthday
Kaye.
today. He was Hans Christian Andersen, and he was in so many movies I couldn't even count.
He had a show, too. didn't he?
Yeah, the Danny Kaye show.
Right. It wasn't his daughter, Marlon Thomas.
No, that's Danny Thomas.
Oh, that's Danny Thomas.
But they
Okay.
make different all the time.
Sorry.
They look totally different, but they do. They're the same era.
Same
Danny
era,
Thomas
right, the
and Danny
50s,
Kaye.
60s, yeah.
They're black and white. You know, you picture them in black and white. You know?
Yeah, I do.
So do I.
But my memory is
I know,
like black and white.
They are. I do. I picture them like that.
Exactly.
It's Oliver Hardy's birthday today.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
From Laurel and Hardy.
But his real name was something.
I just say
I
it
thought it
says
was Laurel's
he's
birthday.
from Harlem, Georgia. Interesting. There's a Harlem everywhere. And A.A. Milne, the English author. I always see that name. I don't know if I've ever really read A.A. Milne. Do you know who that is?
No.
If you see how it looks, you would know. Angels in the Room. We always celebrate people who have passed on this day. And Minnesota Fats passed on this day. He was Rudolph Wanderone Jr. He was a billiard hustler.
Rudolph.
And he died at 82. He did pretty well in life. So good for him, Minnesota
He was a
Fats.
very, very famous pool player.
Yeah. Then this guy you've probably never heard of, Mike Templeton, was the second person to receive a heart pump. And the sad thing is he died at 34 years old. So I guess it didn't work.
Is it the Australian guy?
I don't know, but what is a heart pump different than a fake heart? Like a
I think it
transplant?
just helps keep it going in case it slacks off.
All right, well,
Pacemaker.
another one this one's kind of cool only because she didn't obviously get a heart pump, but Nita Krebs, she was one of the Munchkins in The Wizard of Oz. And she died of a heart attack, but she was 85. So,
Okay, well that's,
you know, yeah.
Still had a good run.
She should have got that heart pump. And then, this is pretty weird because it says David O. McKay, and we have a David McKay that visits us frequently on ReW WhO, but
okay.
he's no angel yet. This was the 9th Mormon president. and he died at 96. Now turn those numbers backwards, and what do you get for a Mormon?
69.
I know.
Also, the guy who
the ninth Mormon president. They have their own presidents. What's up with that?
No, they just live forever. When you get married in Mormon religion, you're married forever. Into the afterlife as well.
Really?
Yeah, you can't just.
Yeah, but he gets married many times. And then the last angel we're celebrating today.
Oh wait, don't forget about Sergeant Schreiber, who first ran the Peace Corps.
Oh,
that was
Maria
a great
Schreiber's
guy.
father?
Yeah, I'm not positive.
Or grandfather.
Grandfather?
Grandfather.
I know
But
she's
he was
related
a
to
really,
Sergeant Schreiber.
really great human being.
Nice. And Reese Goose Tatum, the Harlem Globetrotter. Did you ever see the Harlem Globetrotters? I love them. Yeah. Yep. My grandmother used to sing that song a lot.
Sweet Georgia Brown, that was called that theme song.
My Nana, my other grandmother. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She was in vaudeville. She used to sing that song. She was the first white woman ever to record that song.
Ah.
Yeah.
How about that?
But the Harlem Globetrotter, he died at 45.
Oh man.
The goose. And that's enough
crazy.
trivia for this day for now. We can always come back to that because we've got some guests rolling in, and we're gonna take a break and we're gonna look at your video right now.
Yeah, check out the new
What?
Giant Flying Turtles video, edited and by Svetlana Savalt and Mike English and
Russell Chambliss.
Russell Chambliss, the son of the famous
Russell
baseball
Chambliss.
player. But it's a really cool video. It's a neat ballad that's really different than anything else on the CD. So everybody check it out, like it, share it, all that good stuff. Giant Flying Turtles, Dreaming Again.
On Peking-duck Day.
Should I stop it first?
No, just go right to the video.
On restless wings, angels and demons, spinning heat, laughing lies, reckless ideas, dreaming again, all of your life again, dreaming again, can't break through this world. All of it's gone, still looking on. It comes down to this, light through your fingers. There was a time, not long ago, we'd ride the horse all through the night. Then there were stars that never fall, they'd probably turn to ice. All your life comes tumbling down, all of your faith